Hey guys, this is Blue Eyes White Boy. I love you guys so much, and I used to love playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And, I just want to let you guys know that Jesus Christ is God, and Jesus Christ is everything to me. I just want to let you guys know that, He loves us all. He loves you, and He loves me, and I just wanted to start my video off with that. This is the deck profile. I want to talk about the deck for a little bit, and it drops triple Quasar about 10% of the time, and maybe I'll do a tutorial or a couple games with it. We'll see, but the deck isn't perfect. Maybe we could use a little bit more hat tricker, performance hat tricker. I'm not sure what the deck needs. I'm gonna have to play test it a lot if I wanted to know what was perfect. But we have these new monsters, Danger, and then we have Mothman, and we have a Nessie. We have a Jackalope, and we have Tushiniko. And these guys are very good cards because you get to discard and draw and then special summon. Because their effects can only be used once, I'd say only run one, but I suppose you could try running two, just to get a stronger opening hand a little bit more often. We have card destruction now, which is very strong, but we lost our soul charge, so it's very difficult. I like instant fusion a lot if you want to have, if you want to run a build with 2 Quasars or with 1, you could run an instant fusion with a level 4 or a level 3 even fusion monster. I've tried with multiple stones. Another great card we have now is Pot of Avarice. It went to 3. This card is good. You get to draw 2 cards, and you also get to shuffle the cards back in. We have Into the Void's not that great of a card. You could take that out, but it's good in the opening hand, but it's not a good top deck. It's not a very good. It's very risky. We only have 1 Goblin. I think Goblin should be at 1. I'm glad it is, but for this deck, could you really use 3 Goblins? Cruise, I like. It looks like I have 3. I think you could go one Cruise if you want some space. Cruise, he's good because he gets discarded, and we have a lot of discard fodder. We got the 3 dealings, we got the card destruction, and we have these 5 guys. So that's why I was thinking with the Cruise, we have more Cruise, so then we get more Fableds. But with Grimro, there's something called. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the. There's a really advanced concept I was going to explain, but basically with Grimro, you get search targets, and if you have 0 crews, then it makes Grimro weaker. If you have 1, 2, or 3 crews, Grimro only goes up by 1 strength. Because with Grimro, you know, you can target the crews sometimes. And mid game, mid turn, you can target the crews. Cruise is not that great in the opening hand, though, which is why I think you should maybe have one. You could try 2, but for some reason in this build I have 3. You gotta have 3 Ganasha. Well, obviously you have to have 3 Cerebral and 3 Chawa. I took out 1 for 1. 1 for 1 was great with the Gloat Bulb. The Gloat Bulb was removed, so the Gloat Bulb was one of the best cards. Well, it was a very strong card. I mean, Foolish Burial into Gloat Bulb, and then 1 for 1 into Gloat Bulb, and it's a good card to discard. So Gloat Bulb is amazing. I hope. Well, that card can't really come back because it's pretty OP. I mean, let's be real. But Thunder Dragons, no, terrible. Tuningware, one of these. You could try one of these, but without this was I used to run one Tuningware when I had 1-for-1, because if I open with Gloat Bulb and I get a 1-for-1, but you can already 1-for-1 into Chawa as well and Lurie. But sometimes if I have 1-for-1 in the deck, I can have Tuningware. But because there's no 1-for-1, Tuningware goes down in value and it's a normal summon. But the combo is you get Tuningware and then you Day Synchro in from the formulas. You guys know this, but emergency teleport into whatever that level 3 zombie. What is this? Oh, Pot of Desires. Why isn't that in there? Oh, Pot of Desires is a great card. Looks like my internet dropped. But I just want to talk about Pot of Desires. You should run Pot of Desires in every deck. Probably 3 in every deck. But in this deck, I'm going for 3 Quasars, right? Banish 10, draw 2. You can only activate 1 per turn. So you need 1 Desires. So I would put this in here. The problem is, so if you guys are going for a more practical deck, you have to run. I would run 3 Desires, and that would make the deck much more consistent. If you guys want to drop 1 Quasar or 2, then you should run. But I think you should run at least 1 Desires, because you can only activate 1 per turn. It's basically Pot of Greed. So people they're like, oh no, I'm banishing cards face down. But the thing is, you're banishing 10 random cards, so it could be good or bad. You don't know. And then you top deck random cards after that. So Pot of Desires, I think, is one of the best cards in the game, and I don't know why this card isn't banned or at 1. Every single deck should run 1 Desires. The only reason why I don't is because, again, I had trouble dropping the 3rd Quasar because in this deck, I mean, to be fair, Grimro, he needs to search for things, and if you banish them face down, you can't. But that's it. That's about it. I mean, the Pot of Desires, it's so busted. It's so strong. But again, if this deck only has 30 cards, I was actually thinking about running something that you guys can actually do is run a 50-card deck and run Desires, and that way you can get triple Quasars, and you can just mill, or you can you won't deck out towards the end. So yeah, Desires is going to make this deck way more consistent. So put that in there. Gosh, I think this card was just tilting me because I was getting 2 Quasars a lot. I wanted to make a video with 3, but come on. I mean, so a 50-card deck makes the deck run, a little bit slower. You're going to get card destruction 20% less often, but you get this card. You get a Pot of Greed, basically, is what it is. Anyway, Magical Stone, this is good because you get to discard 2. Again, these cards are great to be discarded, right? Because when these cards are discarded, if this card is discarded, you can special summon a danger monster from your deck and face down defense. So the Magical Stone is great mid-turn. And also, the stone, you can target Reborn, Avarice, Day Synchro, and I've never done card destruction, but technically, there's a lot of good spell cards to get back, to recycle. But if you open with this, it's really bad for you. This is more of a late game draw that you want to be happy with. Performance Hat Tricker, or any of those level 4 spammers, gets you to those level 5s. Is there any card I didn't talk about? I think I talked about all the cards in this deck. But I'm glad I put these cards on the side here, because these side cards are usually pretty good. Gold Moon Coin, terrible. You're better off with hand destruction. So you can only have to do 1 per turn. Yeah, Gold Moon Coin is out of here. Ojama Pink. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can activate this effect. Each player draws 1 and discards 1. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard. It's interesting. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's that great. So it's the problem is it's level 2. It's a level 2 non-tuner. I don't think that's a drama pink. It's interesting, which is why I put it in there. But this one's good. Both players lose 1,000, and if they do, each draws 1. All cards drawn. While this player's spell in their hand. While a player's spell card is in their hand, removed by this effect, that player cannot normal summon set monsters. You can only effect 1. That's pretty good. This card's a great card. Dawn. It's called Contract with the Dawn. It's basically an upstart goblin. Yeah, I think that's a great card. Great card to have in that deck. I put it in there for something. Maybe take this in and take a cruise out, something like that. Something like this. Yeah. Anyway, guys, a couple of people were requesting a deck profile. You want to play a game really quick? Let's play a game, and what happens first? So another cool thing about the dueling book, you can go solo mode, so you don't have to waste someone's time. So you host a duel here, then you get these cards. First thing you want to do is take away choose zones. Oh, there we go. So this card, what was it before? A cruise. So cruise would not have helped me here. So this card is better than cruise in the opening hand. Oh, this is a bad opening hand, by the way. So if I top deck a card destruction, I'm doing great. If I top deck Chawa, anyways, let's see what I get. Nessie. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses one card from your entire hand, then you discard the card. If the card was not this, special summon him from your hand and draw one. If he discards himself, you can add a danger card from your deck to your hand. What a great card. So we're going to do that. So the dice, a 6 is going to be a reroll, but otherwise it's going to scale from right to left. So pick that in your head before you do it. So number 3. So Cruz gets discarded. No, that's unlucky. Now he special summons himself. Let's put him in defense. And now we draw a card. Pot of Avarice. So this is a pretty dead hand. Unlucky. Let's see what we can do here. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess we have to normal summon. Let's see what our options are here. So this guy, he okay. We could sink for level 9. Yeah, this is a dead hand. Oh wait. No. Oh, okay. This guy's level 9. 4, 8, 9. So this is a new synchro. So this guy, if you synchro summon, you can draw a card equal to the number of non-tuners used for the synchro summon. Let's do it. So we could still top deck card destruction and stuff like that. So level 9, I mean, talk about a broken game. So this guy, let's put him in defense in this upper zone. 1 non-tuner, so I'm going to draw 1. What a great card. Into the Void. So, Into the Void, it worked out. Draw another card. Oh, unlucky. So let's see what his effect is now. You can discard 2 cards, target 1 card on the field, and destroy it. Well, let's do it. Yu-Gi-Oh's. So we're going to discard these 2. And we're going to destroy this back card. Now we can set this and sink for 5. So let's do it. This guy needs to be removed from play, so we get a Ragin. And we have 1 card drawn here. And unlucky. Oh, Pot of Avarice was 1 away. So now there's literally nothing we can do. So this is a dead hand. So that's a fail. So oh wait. Oh no. Wow, I just thought of something. So we can actually dump both these guys to the graveyard. Look at this. And then we can bring out this guy. And he's a link monster, so you gotta have this guy in the deck. This guy's really strong. So I'm going to use him to get these guys to the graveyard. So now there's 6 in here. Now we can activate the Pot of Avarice. And usually I put the synchros back in. If I want to think for a long time, I can think for a long time which one's the best here. Now you want to look for the best top decks. This guy can only be used once per turn. So I'm going to leave him in the grave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 5. Crap. I clicked the wrong button. Oh, shoot. Which ones did I bring back? I brought back a cruise. No. I brought back one Shawa. And then I brought back a cruise, right? Yeah, cruise. Bottom of the deck. Now we're going to shuffle, draw 2. And there's a lot of good draws we can get. And if you're paranoid, you can actually shuffle multiple times because they do use pseudo-random shuffles. So you can shuffle it up a few times. Draw 2. Ooh. We haven't normal summoned yet, have we? No, we haven't. So we're going to special these. It's very important here in this spot to normal Ganesha so we can get them to the grave. We're going to sink for 5 now. This is going to get us the Raging. Unless, is there a better play here? No. This is our only move. So now we draw 1. 1 Day of Peace. Great card. Darkwood Dealings. So here, we can sink 6 and draw 1, or we can Darkwood Dealings now. If we Darkwood Dealings now, we get to draw a card, and we get to see it, and then we have a Cerebral on the field with a card. If we sink now, then we have more Darkwood Dealing targets. So it's pretty interesting. I would have to think for a really long time to know which is the best play here. But we're just going to Dealings first. Okay, so now if this guy gets discarded, both players draw 1 and discard. Huh. Or we can go Cerebral, and then 6. Alright, my camera died, but I finished out the game. So I'm just going to show the replay really quick. I thought this run was not going to end with a Quasar at all. I just kept sacking into cards. Oh my goodness. This game is so broken. Even with... it's just... They keep coming out with drawing cards. Oh my goodness. The drawing synchros... Jeez. Pot of Avarice is a great card, middle and late game, it's so good. And if you want triple Quasar, you kind of have to run 3 Avarice. Well, that's not true, but... as you're going to see, I'm actually only going to get 2 Quasars here, but I do get an Army Arm, and I got the blue guy too. So I think this is pretty... I think it's a pretty good postable run, but... Anyways, that's it.